We're back with another part of the infectious madness of Dr. Dekker. I don't know what that was. No idea.
I assume they think I'm dangerous because I stabbed my husband.
Yeah, I would do it.
I suppose after what I did, there are people that might think I belonged in prison. What do you think, Doctor? Can I be saved with therapy, or should I be locked up like a dangerous criminal?
I mean, if you stabbed him, but like, how many times did you stab him? Because if you stabbed him like 3 times, or 4 or 5, if it was just like once, I mean, it's like saying you don't like the sound of kittens crying or babies crying, so you stabbed them. I don't know. He irritated you, so you stabbed him?
You have a lot of faith in your abilities. That's good. I look forward to being completely cured. Dr. Dekker just had that look about him. You know what they say about us crazies. Takes one to know one.
Why are you so close to me? Get away, Claire. Who is Bryce? Who is this?
I'm Bryce Hemmings.
Oh, he's crazy.
You must be the new doctor.
No, he's crazy.
Did you know 100%. Dr. Dekker?
The way he speaks, he's for sure full-on crazy. He's looking at the wall and shit. Bro, this guy is a complete nutter.
He was an antagonistic psycho. I hope you're not from the same school of thought.
Maybe he just knew you were crazy.
I didn't really like Dr. Dekker, and for quite a few reasons, actually. I'd rather talk about my own problems for now, though, if you don't mind. Dr. Dekker would say one thing and do another. He would push me to do things I didn't want to do. He was getting worse towards the end. I'm surprised he didn't kill himself.
My God.
Originally, I was suffering with depression. Work was piling up. I kept missing deadlines. I wasn't used to all the failure. I got depressed. Apparently, I've gone a little mad.
Uh-huh.
For me, I have 25-hour days.
I'm sorry, what did you just say to me? 25-hour days?
At midnight each day, time as you know it freezes. In my world, it just slows down to almost a stop. But I don't. I'm free to wander around and do as I please. An hour later, normal reality continues. It's my very own midnight hour.
You and Nathan should just hook up, you know, and be friends, because you guys have this weird time thing happening. He has Groundhog Day, you have Midnight Hour, you know, you guys should just be friends.
It's a bizarre thing to know you have an extra hour every day.
That
I
would
rarely
be
ever
amazing.
sleep until after midnight now, so I can appreciate the extra time. I get a lot of work done in that time. I'm completely caught up. The depression is no longer an issue. 25 hours is a blessing for me. But apparently, it's not real, and I'm insane for thinking it is. What do you think, Doctor? In the extra hour, I mainly catch up with work. It's a godsend. Sometimes I play chess against myself. It relaxes and strengthens the mind all at once.
This guy is super crazy.
You'd think being a gravedigger had its perks, but it can be very stressful. There's a trend going towards burial rather than cremation again. And as well as running out of space, we're running out of competent gravediggers. At least ones that can use a shovel, that is. I'm not feeling anywhere near as depressed as I used to, though. Not since I got the extra hour.
Why did they zoom in when they said burial? I can't spell it. Oh no. Yeah. Autocorrect is great.
I'm pro-cremation. Not just because I don't have to dig a grave. They still need a hole for the interment of ashes. It's more dignified, like you're becoming one with the universe again. Rotting in a wooden box. Even if you turn completely into atoms, how would you escape?
Okay, I do agree with that.
Even bits of the universe get lonely, I'd imagine.
It's kind of like the druidic thinking of just like you go back to being part of the earth. I feel like that's more peaceful in a sense of being like, instead of the rotting corpse in a box, it's just disgusting. Ugh. And we'll run out of space eventually. So many dead bodies. It would be more logical to have ashes and pretty urns instead of dead skeleton bodies and corpses and boxes. Good time management. Space management, I meant. Grave.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor. And people are dying quicker than we can bury them.
Oh, for sure. If we were talking about this nurse bitch killing her patients and stuff, for sure, 100%. I don't think you're.
I thought it would be too early to make a diagnosis, but it's good you're having a go anyway.
Why is it hard to find someone who can use
Henley
a shovel?
Church, where I work, is located on an old Norman motte and bailey. You can't use mechanical diggers or excavators there in case you destroy a relic.
Henley Church.
Henley Church is relatively small. Well, for the number of bodies they expect us to pack into the ground, it's relatively small. The whole building was once owned by Scientologists.
You should do ashes instead.
But they handed it back to the community as a tax break, I believe. Or they'd finished doing whatever it was they wanted to do with it.
It would be more space. What's that word? It's just too late for this. In the day. I usually stream in the mornings and it's late at night, so.
I stumbled across a relic myself. An ancient chess piece. A queen, I believe. The best chess piece. The most freedom of movement. But they took it away immediately and proclaimed the whole east side of Henley Church a protected site of archaeological importance, which means we're not allowed to use it until the archaeologists have finished. I wish I hadn't told anyone.
Isn't it for graves, though?
I'm not sure I believe in any religion anymore. I used to believe in God. Not anymore. There are too many religions to pick from, don't you think?
25th hour. You have like 25 hours.
Then we agree. Have you watched Zeitgeist, Doctor? Some of it is believable, and the part about most religions stemming from the same basic facts. It's more likely they've all got it wrong, than one of them has got it right.
Oh yeah, I remember what Zeitgeist is now. I forgot what it was for a second.
Yes, Dr. Dekker was murdered. Quelle surprise. Murder does seem a bit harsh, doesn't it? And another grave to dig. I know as much about it as you do. Less, I would imagine. I like chess. I still play sometimes when I can find an opponent. There's nothing more satisfying than planning scores of moves in advance and then watching things unfold as you saw them.
Huh.
I shouldn't have told anyone about the Queen.
Oh, I can go to the next day since I've asked all the questions I could.
I do like to be in control, but then I suppose most people do. Nobody wants life to carry them along helplessly. Everyone wants to kick against it and make their own way. Do you like to be in control, Doctor? If you like being in control, you'll have a tough time here. I saw it with Dr. Dekker. Such control, such stability. But he unraveled at the end.
Is that a fucking threat?
He couldn't keep control of everything, of everyone. He just set us up like dominoes, but we all toppled in unexpected ways. You'll find it all out in time, Doctor. Just not today. Can't have your head exploding, can we?
Dude, why do they keep zooming in at his face? It's scary. Stop. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's scary. Next day. Yes?
Oh, Doctor, glad I caught you. I thought you might want to hear what Ben had to say. Quick catch up?
Sure. What's up, Jaya? Tell me about
I'm not sure
Ben.
Ben will be coming in for a while. He's still pretty shook up about finding the body. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often in the line of work he's in. Anyway, he said he found the body at exactly 20 minutes past 10. For some reason, the first thing he did was look at his watch. That's all he'd say before he'd shut down. The police weren't very talkative either.
Man, she really be testing those things out.
Yes.
At the cushions.
Ben found Dr. Dekker's body on Valentine's night.
Valentine's.
In
We could
his
ask
office.
everyone about Valentine's.
In your office.
I mean, how was he found? I can't remember.
You know, the 14th of February, the day of love. Or remembering a massacre.
Huh.
Whichever's more you.
Both? Question mark?
I wouldn't say
Neither?
we were best friends, but we did spend a lot of time together. There's only two of us that work here. I'm sure we'll become friends too, Doctor. Just try not to get murdered.
Okay.
Sorry, didn't you know? Ben's one of the night shift cleaners. I'm sure he's got some tales he could tell. The police wanted to know what I was doing Valentine's night, you know, when the body was found. I was at home, all on my lonesome. So I guess that makes me a suspect.
I guess so.
I think the police want you to make a short list of suspects, or maybe even find the killer. You're seeing all the patients that were on the books when he was killed. There was no forced entry, so they think it might be someone he knew, or someone who had access to the office. Yeah, like little old me. Do you think I'm a suspect, Doctor?
I don't know. You seem a little, too
And you
quirky.
barely know me. I'm flattered.
Too quirky
They
to be the
did
killer.
mention I needed grief counselling, though, and I said you'd sort me out. I know you haven't agreed, but just so you know, it's very kind of you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh. Yeah. Oh.
I don't know exactly, but a stabbing of some kind.
Oh.
We'll be getting the autopsy through at some point.
I mean,
I'll
one
let
of
you know
them
when.
did say she stabbed her husband, but that's too fucking
I
easy.
didn't see it myself, so I don't know. But I heard it was a bit of a
That would
mess
be too
with all the
obvious,
blood
wouldn't it be?
and everything. You know, they have people who clean up after such things, though, so you really can't tell, can you? But don't worry. That's a new chair.
Well, that's good to know. I don't want to be
All I know is
sitting
the
in a...
police took his chair. Forensics, I suppose. He was stabbed, so that's quite a personal thing to do. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of the patients who had a problem with the treatment they were getting.
That's like 3 of them. 4 of them, maybe?
I'm just surmising. If you're unhappy enough to kill your therapist, they're probably not doing a very good job.
True, true.
I wasn't really in his social circle, so I don't know if he had any friends. In terms of enemies, I heard things get heated in his office sometimes, but I won't name any names.
You could just whisper their names.
Susan, Annabelle, Melissa.
Melissa.
There are some names, but they're not names of anyone I know.
Melissa. Melissa? Who the fuck is Melissa? Oh, she doesn't know. Killed on Valentine's Day. We good? Okay. The next day. Yeah.
I'm having a loop day.
Guys, he's having a loop day. Do you know? What
It's
do
a
you
do-over
mean?
day. You won't remember. What's the name of your assistant again? You didn't know that yesterday. Can you remember where I met Hannah? No. No, we played that game together, but we didn't meet in it. Well done, Doctor. Yeah, we met at secondary. Wouldn't it be funny if my day loops if you fail to get a question right? I agree.
What the fuck? I'm sorry, what? What the fuck just happened? What the fuck?
I'm having a loop day.
Oh. My god, it did happen.
It's a do-over day. You won't remember. What's the name of your assistant again? I suppose you did remember that yesterday. Can you remember where I met Hannah?
He knows it was a loop day.
Yeah, at secondary school. It's been fun, but I've got a pill.
You've got a pill?
Dr. Dekker gave me this pill. He told me if I took it, I'd never have another loot day. It's got a small skull and crossbones on it. Should I take the tablet, Doctor?
No.
You're cool. I don't think this is getting us anywhere, though. I'll see you tomorrow. Again.
Oh my god, he knows. Dude, this is crazy.
I'm having a loop day.
It's a loop day again! Okay, we have to have him
It's a
take the
do-over
pill.
day. You won't remember it. What's the name of your assistant again? Well done. Can you remember where I met Hannah?
School?
Yeah, great. Is there anything you can say that's going to break this loop for me?
Tell me
I
about
never
the
mentioned
pill.
a pill this time, or a tablet. What the hell is going on here? Are you reliving my days?
Yeah. Yeah. We're stuck in it together.
Something somewhere has changed since you arrived. Like some kind of sim theory.
What's a
It's
sim
a
theory?
thing. Some professor believes we could be living inside a computer simulation and someone is controlling us.
Oh no.
And there are millions of these sims. And someone somewhere behind a keyboard is just causing havoc. I'm starting to think you have that keyboard, Doctor.
I'm behind the
Don't answer that.
PS5,
I don't wanna
but
know.
yeah. No! It's gonna loop again! Come back! No! shit!
Midnight each day.
On
What the
Valentine's
fuck?
night,
Time as you know it freezes.
20 minutes past 10.
Keep up, Doctor.
Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at home,
fuck?
David is my husband.
all on my lonesome.
Stabbed him with a steak knife.
Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death when I'm dancing.
You get this day over and over.
Hilda,
I black out,
I don't think she's got long.
And Laurie just,
naked on the beach.
Hannah.
Is that it for today?
What the fuck is happening to Dr. Whoever I am? Act 2 is Valentine's Day.
Ooh. Deja vu. Are you sitting in exactly the same place I left you last night? Oh, that's where it all starts, Doctor. Anyway, do you think you can fit me in today? Looking at the diary, it's just the usual suspects, and you must be getting sick of them already. I've got this for you, too. It's some more footage from Professor Alderby that was hiding away. Well, come find me if you need anything.
Okay. Thanks. Holy shit, did we just get a bunch of more people? We got Jasmine? Who the fuck is Jasmine? We got Jasmine and we got Lacey? Who is Lacey? Bro, what the shit? Okay. How are you
Hello
today?
again, Doctor. I had a bit of a shaky loop incident, but let's not talk about it. Yesterday, I set fire to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I just wanted the day to move forward. I instantly regretted it. And lo and behold, here we are, a new day. Hannah's clothes are a pile of ashes. I've kept almost all of her stuff as she left it. It's just the clothes. I've decided to burn those yesterday, so here I am. Hannah loved clothes. Every season, she'd donate her entire wardrobe to some charity or another, and only buy stuff she loved. I was left with winter. I don't even know what her favourite season was. Does it matter? What's your favourite season, Doctor?
Fall. I guess it would be autumn. I do like winter. Summer is when my birthday is, but I do like winter because I like the cold. I hate the hot because I'm in Georgia and Georgia sucks with the hotness, the heat. It sucks. I like.
If you like winter, you're supposed to be hardworking and analytical.
Holy
I suppose that
shit,
increases my
that's
chances of you curing my problem. I don't
that's
think winter
literally
was
who
Hannah's
I
favourite
am.
season. Not colourful enough.
hardworking and analytical when it comes to writing. That's crazy. Well, how about that?
Dr. Dekker felt that Hannah was holding me back. The memories of Hannah. In his opinion, I was holding on to the past. So I guess he cursed me. If that's even a thing. Yes, Dr. Dekker cursed me. I don't really want to talk about it, but let's just say I blame him for the way I am. Can you give me some advice, Doctor? I've been trying to think how I can get past today. I've come up with a couple of choices. I could set fire to Hannah's photographs. I've got them in Dropbox anyway. But setting fire to the clothes did the trick. Or setting fire to a rocking chair. She sounds like an old lady, but she loved that rocking chair, which I've not sat in since.
I'm thinking
Which one do you think's
rocking
best?
chair. I'm thinking rocking chair.
Set fire to the rocking chair. I never like the way it moves forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards. I was at Henley Church on Valentine's Day, visiting Hannah's grave. It was the anniversary of her death. Her parents wanted a huge funeral with all the trimmings. Hannah would never have come for it. It does give me somewhere to visit. I got to write the epitaph. I left Henley Church about 11 o'clock on Valentine's Day. I was talking to an archaeologist who said it uncovered some fossils resembling a strange cephalopod-like creature. Strange place to find an octopus, really. What? Do you think I've got something to do with Dr. Dekker's murder? Maybe you should ask your assistant who Dekker saw that day. We walk alone without our angel. I'm not religious, but when I wrote Hannah's epitaph, I knew her parents would want some acknowledgement of the great bearded one. But she was an angel to me. She was an angel to everyone.
I'm gonna look up, or ask him angel.
I'm not religious.
No, okay.
Been alone since Hannah. I can't imagine anyone ever replacing her. Not that I've looked. Do you think I should look for someone else? Thanks, Doctor. I appreciate that. I still don't think I'm ready to move forward in that respect.
Yeah, you only move on when you feel like you're comfortable.
It was a missed call. It was Valentine's Day, so I wasn't in the mood for conversation.
Missed call.
She's dead. Thanks for bringing that up.
Damn, what did I ask about his mom? Oof.
I like winter. Being snowed in with Hannah. Just the two of us. It's paradise. She was interested. Maybe I misread. Maybe she was just being kind. I suppose most women wouldn't enjoy me talking about my dead ex for hours. It's a sea creature, like an octopus. I suppose they find dinosaur bones everywhere. Just because we're on land now doesn't mean millions of years ago this place wasn't at the bottom of the ocean.
I wonder if I can ask questions to the others that I ask him. Excuse me. Cephalopod. Cephalopod.
Don't ask me.
Okay. Octopus.
No idea.
Okay.
We went out for drinks. Didn't you know? He said it was a breach of something or the other, but I can be pretty persuasive when I want to be.
I bet you could.
Yeah, drinks. I think Dr. Dekker ordered neat whiskey. I had water. I don't drink.
Huh.
I know, it's pretty hard to believe, isn't it? I feel pretty ugly. But I think I have a nice smile. Lots of people find me attractive, but I've seen something truly beautiful. It makes me feel dull by comparison.
What have you
I
seen?
have a recurring dream where I find something beautiful in the sea. But I don't know you that well yet, Doctor. Let's wait a while before I tell you my most intimate secrets.
Sorry to cut in,
Holy
Doctor.
shit, you
I've just
can't
had a
be
phone
doing
call
that.
from
You
a
scared the
solicitor.
fuck out of
Ben's
me.
trying to sue us for nervous shock. Should I go and see him to talk it out, or should I find a solicitor to represent us? Sorry to be pushy, I just think we should act quickly before it's too late.
A solicitor.
Just let me know.
I was just getting to the good part with Marina. Can you
I
not?
have a recurring dream where I find something beautiful in the sea. But I don't know you that well yet, Doctor. Let's wait a while before I tell you my most
I knew that
intimate
was going to be
secrets.
slanted. I knew it was going to be slanted. I can't spell Secrets. Question mark?
Wouldn't you like to know? Is our session up now?
She's getting agitated.
I guess it was a couple of days before Valentine's Day. It wasn't a date or anything. I noticed in our sessions that he'd been acting a little strange. He just didn't seem right. I wanted to find out what was wrong.
Did you find out what was wrong?
I didn't do anything on Valentine's Day. I washed my hair and then I walked along the beach for the whole night.
Of course you
It's
did.
actually true. I saw one of your patients actually.
Oh my god,
The
they're all
nurse.
connected. Are they
She
all
was
in on this?
on the pier with someone.
What the
Pretty
fuck?
much all of the night too, so I can vouch for her even though she probably didn't see me.
Okay. Ellen, I need to ask you about the pier.
Actually, I had a hot date. It wasn't anything serious, just some guy I know. But it was a nice date, different to what I'm used to.
The pier. I don't know. That's how you spell pier. The pier. Or is it I-E-R? Is it I-E-R?
I feel like you're asking me questions about something I don't know anything about.
Is it E-I-R? Oh, I'll do that soon. P... I...
I think we've got a bit off track.
Huh.
I haven't had a great day, to be honest. Someone accused me of stealing from my patients, which I would never do. Plus, Hilda's getting worse.
Why would they accuse you of
This?
stealing?
Well, it started with this. It's a locket. Alice, one of my patients, gave it to me before she died.
Of course she did. Of course she did.
I have a few other
100%.
things. A watch, a ring. One patient gave me a little china bird. They're not valuable, just trinkets, really.
She's keeping things from the patient she puts to death with herbal medicine / poison. I bet. I mean, that's what we're going to. I feel like that's what they're hinting to, because the other nurses call her the angel of death. She's obviously putting to sleep, or whatever, or giving a crazy dose of, I don't know, toxins to her patients, and then killing them peacefully, and then convincing them to give her their stuff. Some crazy shit. Or she's just taking them and saying that they said that she could have it. I don't trust you, Ellen, or whatever.
I haven't been back to the beach since our last session, and no blackouts, new doctor, and new hope. You're much better behaved than Dr. Dekker.
What does that mean?
Dr. Dekker dated his patients. That's not good behavior, is it?
What the fuck?
I think her name was Scarlet? One of his patients, an older woman. I guess that's how he liked them. I haven't been back to the beach since our last session. Kind of missed it. You do something a lot, you're gonna miss it. I suspect I'll go back there soon, but it's helped with the blackouts. People are quick to put labels on everything. I suppose Dr. Dekker was more than just a therapist to me. We had a lot of things in common, but we weren't seeing each other.
Depends on what you mean by seeing each other.
I'm not seeing anyone at the moment. Are you offering, Doctor? Well, you have my number, Doctor, and my address. I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together, if you want to.
50 insanity points reached. I just got mind games as an achievement?
Some girls say that they're washing their hair when they don't want to go out, but I was genuinely washing my hair. Do you think my hair is pretty, Doctor?
It actually looks pretty great.
It's such a mess. But thank you.
It's like wavy and shit. I get natural curls too. I bet that's
I'm
probably natural a
insecure,
little bit.
Doctor.
I don't know.
Isn't it obvious?
Nah, dude, you're just playing coy.
I've danced around in my living room, but no clubs since last time. I like dancing around in my underwear. Sometimes less.
Dude, Dude, what? Yo, bro. Yo, what the... Making me blush over here, bro? What is this? I thought this was supposed to be a detective game. What the fuck? Clues of stealings. It was started with the locket. What else have the patients given her? Said she didn't drink. Yeah, she said, she had water.
People are quick to put labels on everything. I suppose Dr. Dekker was more than just a therapist to me. We had a lot of things in common, but we weren't seeing each other. I've danced around in my living room, but no clubs since last time. I like dancing around in my underwear. Sometimes less.
That's a bait. I'm not asking anything about that. It's a bait.
Strictly speaking, all of the patient's belongings should be passed on to family members after they die. But Alice's son never visited. He didn't care about his mum. Why would he care about some worthless piece of jewellery? It just doesn't feel right to me. What do you think, Doctor?
I think you're fucking crazy. I had to have her trust me, so I'm gonna say no.
Thank you, Doctor. That makes me feel much better. I shouldn't let what Terry says bother me so much.
If she trusts me, she'll tell me more crazy things.
It was very traditional, old-fashioned, you know? Dinner at a nice restaurant. Then we went for a little walk along the pier. Held hands, had a bit of a kiss. Then he called a cab, and I went home, alone. I think it was about 11 when I left Max. I'm sure you could check with the taxi company if you really wanted to, if you think I need an alibi. Yes, I had a session with Dr. Dekker on Valentine's Day. 3 o'clock, I think. Just a few hours later, he was... I still can't get over it.
Excuse me.
Hilda's the one I mentioned in our last session. She's dying. I can tell. I need to see her before it's too late. Help her finish her unfinished business. People who are dying always have things they wish they could do before they go. We leave a lot of loose ends in our lives. We're very messy that way. Hilda wants to see her daughter. She's in Australia, so I'm going to have to use my talent.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what?
I can change my skin. What I look like. I can turn into a patient's loved one. I just, hold their hand and ask them to imagine that the person they want to see is sitting right here next to them, and I become them. It's how I help them move on.
You
That's
telling
how
me
I
you're a
help
fucking shapeshifter, bro? Get out of here, bro. You're not a shapeshifter. You're a nurse, bitch. Oh, I knew she was not so crazy. I knew she was not so crazy. I knew it. Fucking knew it. Knew it.
I only
She was
shift at
crazy.
work to help my patients. I don't have any interest in using it as a party trick or to deceive anyone.
Do it right now.
Of course, it was Terry that accused me of stealing. One of the other nurses. She's actually trying to make out that I'm some kind of HSK.
Serial killer? I don't know what the HSK is.
Healthcare serial killer.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like those nurses that kill loads of their patients. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. Anyway, because a few of my patients have died on me, and some of those patients have given me gifts, Terry thinks it means that I've been killing them off.
100%.
His name is Max. He's really sweet, but I don't see a future between us.
250 questions.
He's not really my
left.
type.
What's your type? A dying person?
I've known Max a couple of years, but this is the first time we've been on a date. I don't think he's boyfriend material.
I don't think you're girlfriend material. You're psychotic.
Dr. Dekker seemed fine on Valentine's Day. He seemed to be in a good mood. It didn't seem like anything was bothering him. I can sense it, you know? It's like when you're outside and there's a sudden change in the light or the air feels different and you know it's going to rain. It's like that. I always know when one of my patients is fading, even before the doctors know. Their energy changes. It sounds silly when I put it into words. I sound like my mum.
Your mom also kills people? That's crazy.
It's the anniversary of my parents' death today. I went to the lake house. I always go to the lake house anyway, but it's also where they died.
I have this footage to look at.
Nothing, of course. The faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of spongy Mobius strip. That's why I'm here, isn't it, Dr. Dekker? Him, God, the great old one.
Cthulhu.
The elder god, Cthulhu. However you address him. Listen to me! You're not listening! It's your only bloody job! Well, let's call him God. He creates this world for his amusement, something he can play with and occasionally alter to suit his mood. God loves chaos, but something goes wrong. Man and woman evolve. What was once chaotic becomes, well, more ordered. Without chaos, he has less power. When there's too much order, he becomes impotent. So he needs to instill chaos again. And do you know how he does this? No. And yes, but you're being too granular. He needs chaos so he can return, and the only thing stopping him is you. Not just you. You and people like you. Psychiatrists, doctors, nurses. Anyone who is caring for people who are losing their sanity. You have no comprehension how important your job is, do you? He doesn't need your version of insanity to spread. He needs chaos. It's not the same. It's just a means to an end. They're not all cultists, unfortunately. Once you see the truth, it's hard not to spread chaos yourself, to cause further insanity and harm your own. I doubt it. But can I make you question your reality? Definitely. But in doing so, I would be promoting more chaos. On the basis the central component of our universe is chaos, science can only document a perception of the chaos at any one given moment in time, as by definition, chaos is unpredictable from one moment to the next, which means that at any given moment, we can choose to alter our perception of the world, no matter how much chaos that would cause. In 10 seconds' time, there will be no gravity in this room, and we will float. 3, 2, 1. You think nothing happened. Where's your glass, Doctor?
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Nope.
Damn, I thought she would at least say something to the Cthulhu.
I was at Henley Church on Valentine's Day.
Henley Church. I guess we'll talk to Claire
I stood for
now.
a while, looking across the water. It's peaceful there. It's the place that makes me feel the most. There was a girl there.
What?
By the lake. Only about 9 or 10.
They're all connected.
She was fishing, if you can call it that, with one of those nets on a stick.
I swear to gosh, if they're all connected, I'm gonna lose my mind. As much as they
I don't know
are
why I talked to her.
losing theirs.
She looked sad. I don't usually talk to children, but she seemed different, special. I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I, Doctor?
I mean, yeah,
Good.
sure, why not?
It felt nice. I felt like I was being nice. I felt human. So I can find her and talk to her again, Doctor?
Sure.
Then I will. I'll look for her next time I'm there.
Just don't kill her, please. Ugh. I won't have an
David
innocent
had been
girl
hunting
dead
again,
on my
and,
hands
well,
because of you.
She's seen some of the skins he hung around the lake house.
I'm sorry, what? Human skins or like...
David wasn't there. Or at least I didn't see him. I didn't go inside. I forgot my key, and the spare was missing.
I wonder why.
Animal
You
skins.
fucking stabbed
David
him.
hunts, then skins. It's horrible, really. He's not really good at either job, so the skins still have great lumps of bloody carcass hanging off them. I'm sure he'll get better with practice. They died of carbon monoxide poisoning. I was staying at a friend's house. Otherwise, I would have died too.
How does that just happen?
The day Dr. Dekker was killed, I had a session with him in the morning at my usual time, 11 o'clock. That was the last time I saw him. Dr. Dekker made me an offer that I couldn't refuse. I'll be taking it to the grave with me, though. As did he.
I wonder what that means.
I don't know. I suppose she just reminded me of me.
Maybe
I spent a lot of time alone as a child. She said she was trying to catch some strange creatures that she's seen in the water.
Oh, maybe it is Mariana.
I don't know. Minnows, probably. Everything's strange when you're a child.
I don't know what their age difference is. It could be reasonable.
It was 12 years ago. I was still very young. Too young to be an orphan, anyway. I had to toughen up quickly.
She could be in her, 30s. And Mariana could be in her, early 20s. So, yeah, I guess you would call her a kid.
Met isn't the right word. David has always been there, in the shadows, on the periphery. I move in very exclusive circles. You tend to see the same faces.
Huh. I didn't mean to use the hint button.
I don't move in any circles anymore. Those people were my parents' friends, not mine. Love? Yes. I suppose I always will. Valentine's Day night, I was at the lake house, watching David, like I always do. He has trouble with his mental faculties and is getting worse. Yes. I watch him and make sure nothing bad happens.
Boy, oh boy, that sucks. If you're the only one that's making sure he doesn't do anything and then you end up stabbing him, who's gonna take care of him then? That's fucking crazy. I'm gonna talk to crazy Bryce over here. Wonder if I mentioned Claire to Mariana.
Sorry, say that.
No, okay, never mind. Hammer. Okay.
There's something I want to tell you about. Something else that's wrong with me.
Oh no, what?
I think I've been getting a bit out of control in my hour.
What did you do?
When I first got the hour, I was shocked, obviously. It took me a while to work out that everyone was frozen and only I could move, because I live on my own. What would you do, Doctor, if you had an hour where everyone was frozen? Go to a fairground? Yes, I would steal too. And I have stolen. I ran out of milk, so I thought I'd go to the local all-night shop and get some more. I was absolutely intending to pay, but when I got there, everyone was frozen. I thought about leaving money on the counter, but that seemed weird. The cashier would wake and suddenly this money would have appeared from nowhere. But I've stolen bigger things.
Oh no, what did you steal?
Well, that makes me feel a little better. There's a young mother, divorced, who lives opposite me. Jessica. She's friendly and says hello to me, smiles. I've always wondered what she looks like naked.
Oh my god.
So 1 hour, I broke into her house. She was standing in her bedroom. I took it as a sign. I took off her clothes and... I took photos of Jessica when she was naked.
What the fuck is
When I'd
wrong
stripped
with
her.
you?
When she was naked and frozen. I didn't want to have to do it again, to strip her again. So I took pictures to remind myself what she looked like. That's wrong, isn't it, Doctor?
Yeah, dude, what the shit?
I know. It's that bloody Dr. Dekker. He made me this way. It's all his fault.
I have a feeling they all killed him.
Like I said, I originally presented with depression, and everything was going well for a while. Then Dr. Dekker changed.
How did he change?
I dug the grave for Dr. Dekker. I helped carry his coffin to the burial site. Do you know what? It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it. Why do you think that is?
Is he not dead?
Possibly a relative of yours. Possibly a patient that died here. I'm not sure. She doesn't normally say anything. It's obviously not real. Probably a side effect of the sleeping pills I'm on. Ha! That was just an example, Doctor. I'm sure you can come up with more exciting things to do than that. I did think, what good could I do, other than catch up with work? I did see a woman who was having her purse snatched, so I gave her purse back, and the crook, I placed him on a bus a few blocks away. I have no idea where it was going. She'd never really be able to thank me, so I took another picture.
The fuck is with him?
He was easily distracted during the sessions, like he wasn't listening. I'm pretty sure he wasn't listening half the time. I don't think he wanted to know about his patients anymore. But when he did give you advice, he told me to use my imagination, to make something up, to think something crazy, and it would become real. He told me to think of a way to get more time. So I did. But he pushed me. He made me think it. No, the coffin wasn't empty. There was something in it. A decoy, I'd imagine. I was home alone. I only live 5-minute cycle ride from here, so I could have been and gone several times. But I didn't. I've never been to this office outside my scheduled appointment time.
Huh.
I'm guessing he was buried somewhere else, or cremated. Somebody, somewhere, didn't want his body going in the ground. Do you want to be cremated or buried, Doctor?
Cremated.
That's a good choice, Doctor. Less work for me. Yes, that does sound weird, doesn't it? I take the temazepam as an antidepressant when I feel I need a little chemical help. I don't want to sleep through my extra hour, so obviously I don't take it at night. Yes, I suppose I've destroyed a few things whilst in the hour. You can be the perfect supervillain. Nobody knows it was you. That wretched dig goes on 24/7. 25/7, if you ask me. Your patient, Nathan, caused quite a stir. He interrupted one of the female students all night, apparently. Made her miscategorize some findings, going on about his dead girlfriend. It's amazing what you hear at the coffee machine. Well, I suppose that's a bonus. We're allowed to use their coffee machine while they're there.
Pass.
Scheiße. I thought that would work.
Because you have to hope, don't you, Doctor? It's only the power of hindsight that made me realize how toxic it all was. And after a point, you go too far to be able to come back anyway.
They're so ominous with the weird zoom-ins.
I visited Dr. Dekker once a week on Tuesdays. It's my day off because I have to work half days at the weekends. No, sorry.
Did I spell half days wrong? Huh.
When I first got the hour, I was shocked, obviously. It took me a while to work out that everyone was frozen and only I could move, because I live on my own. What would you do, Doctor, if you had an hour where everyone was frozen? Go to a fairground?
I'm gonna end the stream here. It's getting, I'm really tired. I'll stream more tomorrow morning. If you're watching this on Twitch, thank you for the support. If you're watching this on YouTube, check the description down below. And if you're watching this on Patreon, thank you! And I'll see you guys next time in the next video. Peace!